Brad Higgins back with you. Evan Foster joining us now as well as we get you ready for Syracuse and Clemson this week. And Evan obviously was not the most fun this last week. How do you guys handle processing what went wrong, I guess, on Saturday and sort of putting it behind you here this week?
It's just one of those things that we got to go back, look at the film, see what we did wrong, and just correct it really fast and be able to respond faster and continue to get better and have a more sense of urgency this week and just knowing what we're supposed to do and just tackling a lot better is probably the best things for us this week.
Coach Baber said earlier this week that it was not an effort thing on Saturday. He did not see any giving up out of you guys. Does that make it almost easier, correct, in a way, I guess, that, hey, okay, you guys are still playing hard out there. It just wasn't quite lining up right on Saturday?
I mean, yeah, definitely in a way, definitely a little bit better. But I mean, we can't come out that lackadaisical and not knowing our not communicating and knowing our stuff is just unacceptable. So we have to come out this week a lot harder and just keen in on all the things that we know to do all summer.
How surprising was it? Because you guys on defense look great in camp. The shutout week one, to have it not be there in the second game.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely shocking just because, I mean, we've been so well throughout camp, throughout all the spring and stuff like that. But, I mean, those type of things happen sometimes. We just got to lock in and focus on what we got this week.
All right, before we get into Clemson here, got to ask you about your guy, Tristan Jackson. He said you were a guy he talked to a lot and leaned on when he was deciding to come here. What's that relationship like for you, and what were the conversations you had with Tristan when he was making his decision to transfer?
It was a great relationship. I mean, we go way back up until like middle school. I think I met him in like 7th grade, and I knew he was a great athlete. And I always felt like even before when he went to state, I felt like he should come to Syracuse and stuff like that. But I mean, he loves Michigan State, and somehow, some way down the path, he just found his way here, and it was great for us, and just great to have someone from back home and just being able to connect with him.
Well, I guess you got the recruiting skills too. You must, right, Evan?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Evan. It's Clemson week here. You know what this is all about. You've played against them the last couple of years. What do you take away from those two games where it was the huge win a couple of years ago and it was down to the last second last year? How can that help you out this week?
It's always a competitive mindset with us in Clemson just because, I mean, we've battled each other so much and we know each other and we've just been able to really see each other, the best of each other, and just know that every time we play, we're going to get our hardest out of both sides.
Trevor Lawrence is their guy. It was his first career start last year. It was your hit that kind of ended that first career start last year. When you watch him on film, how much has he grown in this year, and what kind of guy are you expecting to face this week?
He's grown a lot. He's been, All-American. He was a freshman last year. He was doing great things, and this year he's a lot older. He's a lot bigger, and he's still doing exactly what he was doing last year. Great things.
And you certainly know that that's not the only thing you got to worry about. It was the running game in the end that probably swung the game last year, and none more so than Travis Etienne. How do you handle a back like this that is so dynamic? How much of the defense, I guess, needs to be focused on basically everywhere he's going?
I mean, yeah, he's great on all facets of the ball, and you definitely have to fit up all your gaps and keep him in front of you and definitely hold on to him and grab him so he can't get a burst of speed because he's very fast.
What are you expecting this week? The Clemson game, it was a party in the Dome a couple of years ago and big fun, and this time more people expected, a near sellout or completely sold out expecting. How can that help you guys out this week?
I think it'll be a great advantage because, I mean, definitely we love to play at home and we're very good at home, so definitely feel like the fans will come out and support us, and we can try to do what we did 2 years ago.
What's this like as a home opener? This is not a normal first home game of the season.
It's definitely great because, I mean, it's the first time, our first ACC game, sold out, everybody's coming out, so it's definitely going to be a great experience.
I know we've all been talking about this game for almost 9 months, 8 months, 9 months. You guys had to focus on the last couple of weeks. What's it like? You've had it in the back of your mind to finally get to turn the page and know this big game is here.
Yeah, it's definitely great because everybody's been talking about it, and we've been trying to keep it off our minds. And I mean, we got to focus one game at a time, and it's just great to finally get here. And now we can definitely lock in, and we gotta be great.
All right, Evan, enjoy it this week.
All right, thank you.
Evan Foster, we'll see him out there Saturday night.